stamps.com, coming to you live on YouTube from Sheridan, Wyoming. Today is Thursday, December 1st, and if I'm live, it's got to be 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. I am live here on YouTube every Thursday night. Of course, unless it's like, Thanksgiving, like it was last weekend, or if it's Christmas or, something like that. But yeah, I try to be live every Thursday night at I guess 7 Eastern. I probably is the easiest way for people to know what's going on. So yeah, you guys are talking about some weather that you're experiencing. We are supposed to get some snow. I don't think it's going to be anything like earth shattering or like, oh my gosh, you can't leave your house. Um, but it's probably going to be a couple of inches. I think they said 1 to 3. I think the biggest concern is that it's pretty warm today. I think it was about 40 something today. And then if it snows tonight, it's supposed to get cold tomorrow. Then it could freeze and of course put black ice on the roads, which then that can be a little bit of a problem. Um, so yeah. So I hope you guys all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We did. My son, of course, he lives here, so he was here. My daughter came home from school, so that was really nice to have her here for a few. Oh my gosh, somebody just said they had 16 inches of snow. Oh, Denise, holy cow, that's a lot of snow, Denise. Hopefully you're able to get out if you want to, of course. So the 4 of us were here. My husband had to work. He worked the day shift, so that was nice. He came home and then we had our turkey dinner. Yeah, and of course the pumpkin pie. And then that was Thursday. And then my son's birthday was Sunday because he was actually born on Thanksgiving, which of course, it's not Thanksgiving. The date changes from year to year. So his birthday's not always on Thanksgiving. Sometimes it is. This year it was not. It was on Sunday. So he is the big 19. And wow, I can hardly believe that's the case. You guys might be able to see behind me, clear back there on my table. That is an old camcorder. One of those little camcorders you'd carry around, you'd videotape everybody. Well, it's been sitting up in my closet in my bedroom for I don't even know how long. Well, I know how long now because I looked at the tape that was in there, and it was from 2011. So I last recorded something in 2011 and then put it up in the closet where I kept it, and I haven't touched it since. Crazy. So I did look at the footage, and oh my gosh, my kids were so little. I mean, 11 years ago, my son was 8. Wow. And then my daughter would have been like 10. So, yeah. And then I found some other tapes. There was another tape in the bag. And then I have all the rest of them stored in something in this other room over here. So I kind of want to go through them over Christmas and see what's in there. What I looked at today, the other tape that was in there was a Christmas program from 2009. Oh my gosh. My son, he was like in kindergarten, I think, at the time. He was standing in the, where they're all supposed to be singing, and he's just looking around, singing a word or two here and there. And oh my gosh, it was hilarious. So anyways, I'm looking forward to checking some of that out. It should be pretty fun. And when my daughter comes home for Christmas, maybe we'll have a little family evening of looking at some old video, which should be pretty fun. So anyways, you guys probably are aware that there's a lot of stuff going on with Stampin' Up today. Holy cow. If you're a demonstrator, you could pre-order from the upcoming January to April mini catalog. So we could order everything out of that. And then we could earn celebration rewards with our orders. So yes, please. So I did order a few things. We also had a huge clearance rack refresh this morning. I think there was over 100 items added to the clearance rack. So if you guys have not checked that out yet, you should. Oh, somebody said you can hook up your VHS. Oh, you can have VHS converted to DVD. Ooh, Lisa, I may have to check that out. I think you just take them into a place and they do it for you or something, don't they? Was it very expensive? Probably. Anywho, a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to think if there was anything. Oh, my daughter and I went to Billings for Black Friday shopping. So that was fun. We did get a few bargains up there, which was good. And we had lunch she wanted to go to Pizza Ranch, which, okay. There's a lot in my opinion. No offense to anyone who loves Pizza Ranch. Not that I don't love Pizza Ranch, but I could have gone somewhere else. Let's just say that. But Pizza Hut was the vibe, so that's where we went. So we did that. And we did a few other shops and this and that, and then we came home. So pretty uneventful. And then we just kind of hung out. And there is a new show on Netflix, you guys, called Wednesday, which I just kind of saw a preview for it. It's based on the character Wednesday Addams from the Addams Family. And we watched a couple of episodes, and it looks fun. So I'm excited for her to come back for Christmas, and we will maybe finish that up. So yeah. All right. Oh, Sherry said she used to go to Rimrock Mall to shop. Yeah, Sherry, it's probably quite a bit different than what you remember. That was where I hung out as a kid. That was like our teen hangout place, was the Rimrock Mall. And a lot of shenanigans took place in that Rimrock Mall. I'm silent because I can't confess anything that I might have done back in the Rimrock Mall days when I was a teenager. Heather said she watched it and did a great job. Good, because I only saw 2 episodes. Now I'm going to have to wait till she comes back. We'll probably have to rewatch them because I'll forget. But anyways, I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so, gosh, I think that was about it. I was pretty uneventful, so I don't have any crazy stories to tell or anything. So yeah, so I might as well just flip the camera and we will get to the business at hand. I do have a couple things to share. There are links to the things that I'm going to talk about in the description of this video. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and flip this camera. And now that I think about it, I may not have actually clicked the save button on the YouTube page. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, okay. It looks like I might have done that. So we're good to go. Okay, I'm going to just steady the camera here, get everything in position the way I like it. Move my thing out of the way, get the old glasses on so I can see it. Oh, good. A lot of you guys are saying that you've seen Wednesday and that you really like it. Good. It looks really good. And that little gal that plays her is so awesome. I saw something on like a Netflix or something. I don't remember. It was something on YouTube about that gal, Jenna Ortega, and how she never blinked. She said she did that in some scene and Tim Burton really liked it. So she doesn't blink whenever the camera's on her and she's talking. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, okay, last chance list, you guys, is out. There are there's like 25 things on here that are 50 or 60% off. These are items out of the holiday catalog that are retiring. So obviously they have some excess stock in some of these items, and so they are at a very good discount. Some of the things are already gone. I do have those already marked off my list with a black line. And then I went ahead and did some little notes to myself with these colored things. So anyway, if you guys are curious about this, you can go to my blog, barbstamps.com. And I believe I have a link to this. I think I have a link there. I'm pretty sure it's on my blog today. There's a link to this list. I have it kind of sorted out by page number. I have taken some of the things out that don't apply, like, French speaking sets and whatever, since I don't speak French. And I don't know if any of you guys do, or if you need a French set. Some of them are French, but I took those out. Some of the items are carrying over, but they won't be available without, or they'll be available, but not with the bundle discount. So just check that out. There's some crazy deals going on today with this and the clearance rack. And yeah, so this is one of the brand new celebration papers coming up, you guys. It's called Dandy Designs. And this is what I call a designer series paper chart. And this is what it looks like when it comes out of my printer. It is just a white piece of cardstock. And then I have, my file has the name of the paper. Oh, whoops. I need to fix that. Obviously I screwed that up. Has the name of the paper, and then, the item code, and then the coordinating colors that go in there. You know what? I might not have changed that either. Good Lord. Did I screw that up today? I mean, obviously when I send this out to you guys, it'll be right. Oh no, that is correct. I just need to get rid of designs. Anyway, So I do sell this set of charts for $6 if you're interested and you want to make your own charts. Maybe if you're a demonstrator and this is how you like to keep track of your papers, know what colors coordinate. And then I do have the little circles down the side. I'm going to have this ready this weekend. Of course, it won't be, I'll do better spell checking and correcting than I have done on this. But yeah, so it's $6. The link is in the description of this video. If you want to purchase the file, you can. I do not provide any of the papers or any of the cardstock circles. You'd have to do that yourself. But if you're interested, that's something that I do offer. Oh gosh, I think I just, okay. My class is coming up this month of December. We've got the Alphabest online class. This is the collaborative class that Kelly and Dina and I do together. We do realize that the Alphabest bundle is on unorderable right now. And if you do need that and want to add that to your class, you can, but we won't be able to order it till I think it's like the end of the month when it's going to be back in stock. So if you do want to order that bundle with your class, it just won't come. But the class isn't going to be ready until the 30th of December anyway. So it's going to be pretty close. They'll be pretty close together. We are also using the Today is the Day Memories and More card kit in this class. So it's going to be a really fun class. The cards are so cute. They just make cards by themselves. So we're offering it the bundle and the card kit and the rhinestones and the soft seafoam ribbon, which is on the clearance rack or on the last chance list right now. So that's the class, our online class for the month of December. And then my class to go is going to be using the Fresh Cut Flowers stamp set and die set. You may be thinking that set doesn't have a set of dies. Oh, but it does, because a couple months ago, you guys might remember that the Perfect Partners dies were available and they coordinated with 6 of our stamp sets, and they're back, and they are back with what you want to call a vengeance. They are so inexpensive. So like the fresh cut stems, the dies were $34. They're now $13.20. That's like 60% off. So if you are wanting to get this class from me, maybe you already have the stamp set, you can add the dies at the discounted price. And then, of course, I'm going to have 2 different colors of ribbon and some heart pearls in here. And I'm actually going to be making this card today on the live for you because that is one of the cards in the class, and it's fantastic. I'm also using the Good to Go greetings. I did use, or Go To greetings. I used those last month in my class, but they're just so amazing. I just feel like a lot of you may be done making your Christmas cards. And so now we're looking to make like our thank you cards for, any gifts we might receive, or, get a head start on some birthday cards. And so this set is just perfect for that. All right. As I mentioned, the last chance products are live and there are some crazy deals. The clearance rack was also updated today with about 100 new items. Some of them have sold out. I don't know exactly which ones. Obviously, I don't think that they're even on there anymore if they're sold out. So you wouldn't even know if you hadn't been there yet, but a lot of amazing products. Here's my host code for the month of December. So if you do place an order in my online store at shoppingwithbarb.com, please use my host code if your order is less than $150. Now, you can join my team in the month of December and you get $125 in your starter kit. Anything you want for $125. You can add clearance rack items, last chance items, anything you want, and you get those at the discounted price. So your $125 can go a lot farther right now in December if you want to join my team of demonstrators. So if you're already purchasing Stampin' Up! Product, you should be a demonstrator. That's just facts, because you get a discount, you get to be part of my team, you get your Stamp Happy Academy basic subscription for free once you've placed your first order, and yeah, there's just a lot. My class kit sale. I still have some class kits left, some of my older classes. And so you can check those out. They're on my blog. I think there is a link in the description of this video that will take you to my blog that will show you all of the kits that I have left. And they are 25% off if you buy more than 2, if you buy 2 or more. So there you go. Best Butterflies is one of those classes. The Sweet Candy Canes is one of those classes. My Pretty Pop-Ups, I'm going to throw that into my 25% off. If you purchase 2 or more, then you can add, this class can be one of them. And, oh, not that one because I only have like 2 of those left. And then, of course, Stampin' Up Academy. Dina was live yesterday. No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday did some amazing projects. So you guys that are live or premium members of Stampin' Up Academy, if you haven't watched that yet, go check that out because you will not be sorry. It's amazing. And then I also always talk about my adhesive kits because I always have those for sale. There is a link in the description of this video to purchase that. And then last but not least, I always have all occasion cards for sale as well, because I do have a lot of cards. I make a lot of cards, and I do a lot of swaps. So I just have a lot of cards, and I can't use them all. So if you're in the market for some fabulous cards, there's a link in the description. You can purchase them. They're pretty inexpensive. It's a set of 25 or 20 cards for $25, which is a crazy price. Here are a couple more of those die sets that are on that list. I think this Playful Piggies die set is like $12.40 or something like that. This tree trimming is about $13. So if you guys have these stamp sets already and you didn't get the dies back in September when we had them, it's a good thing you waited because now they're super, super cheap. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Keep that in mind. And what else do we have here? I have a couple of Thanksgiving cards that I got. I got a card from Barbara, and then I got a card from Kim. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that very much, that you would think of me over the Thanksgiving holiday. So thank you so much. You girls make gorgeous cards. All right. And then lastly, I believe the last time I was live, these are the cards that I made. So this is this card using that tree set that I just had. I think. Nope, wrong. It's a different tree set. But the color combination is pretty different. It's Blackberry Bliss and Gray Granite. But a lot of you guys were commenting when I was making this card how much you loved it. So thank you. And then, of course, the Fitting Florets card where we had a little bit of detail behind the little hearts there. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, let us move into our first card today. And we are going to use the Joyful Flurry bundle. Now, just in case you weren't aware, the Joyful Flurry, I'm just going to fix this a little bit. The Joyful Flurry dies are 60% off. Whoa. So if you haven't gotten this bundle and you like it and you want to buy it, don't buy it as a bundle, okay? Order the stamp set and the dies separately because you will pay way less money doing it that way. Because the dies are, look at that, $13.60 for this set of dies. And we're going to be using that today with a couple of the stamps out of the stamp set. We are also going to be using the Stylish Shapes dies because we needed a couple of circles. We're going to be using the Fine Sparkle Adhesive Backed Gems. Again, another item 60% off. Look at that. We've got, I think this could be Pool Party or Mint, or honestly, it could be Soft Succulent. We've got these that'll coordinate with Balmy Blue and, of course, Pacific Point. And then we have the Pale Papaya, which I honestly think you could use for Pumpkin Pie, probably Calypso Coral. What else do we have? Maybe Petal Pink. So anyways, $3 and you get 160. So this is probably less than half of what I have left here. Then the whole package is full. So wow, $3, you can't beat that. Okay. We're also going to be using this Balmy Blue ribbon. Now this stuff is carrying over. So it will not be found on the last chance list because you will be able to buy this moving forward into the next catalog. All right, so I have some pieces and parts here. So I've got a card base. Your card base could be 5.5 by 8.5, or it could be like mine, 4.25 by 11. It doesn't make any difference because when you fold it in half, you get a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base. I have to tell you a little funny story. When I was doing home parties, I did a lot of classes for some teachers at the school that my kids went to. And I was told by one of the teachers that when you take a piece of paper and you cut it the long way like this, so it's 4.25 by 11, this is called the hot dog way. If you cut your card the other direction, say like this, then it is the hamburger way. So just in case you were wondering, this is the hot dog way. All right. I have a couple pieces of designer series paper. Now these come out of the Gnomes paper. This is not on sale, but it is retiring. So it is the Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper. And so I'm using 2 of the Snowflake patterns. And let me get my ruler because I can't remember what size they are. And we're going to end up cutting them. But this is 2.5 by 4 1/4. And then this is 3 by 4 1/4. And so what we're going to do with these is we are going to flag the ends. So I am just going to come straight up the middle here on my piece. And I'm just going to cut. And it's about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And then I'm going to cut from the corner up to that center point there. And I'm going to do that on both sides. So there we go. And then I'm going to lay this on my other piece at the bottom. And I'm going to cut it out. So it's just about the same. What am I trying to say? About the same. I'm just losing the words here. It's just not coming to me. So it's about the same. How about that? Boy, I tell you, there are days when words just don't come. I don't know where they are, but they won't come. Okay. So we have 2 banners. And so what we're going to do is we're going to end up attaching these to the front of our card. But we're going to have them staggered. So I may end up cutting this one down just a little bit so that you can sort of see it in there. So we still can see both of them on the front. Actually, maybe we won't cut them at all. Maybe we'll just have them be the same because we still can see. Whoops, I need to scoot that up. We can still see that little bit. Yep, I think that'll work. All right, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these now to the front of the card. And I'm just going to use some seal adhesive. That is my adhesive of choice for this today. And I'm going to leave, it's about 1/4 of an inch, I guess, on the side there. And then we'll add this one. A little bit on each side. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch on the other side. And there we go. So we've got our 2 banners on there. And then I'm going to use a piece of the ribbon, and I'm just going to attach that so that it's just kind of straight across here. This ribbon isn't, because it's sort of stitched together, it's not perfectly straight. It does have a little bit of kind of waviness to it, I guess. And so it's not completely straight, but it's pretty good. Whoops, I am having a heck of a time getting this cut off the way I want it. All right, so we are going to attach this to the card, and I'm just going to use some Scotch tape because I've got something else I'm going to stick on here that's going to cover up this middle part. And that way I don't have to try to use some glue or anything. Okay, there we go. So then I have taken these Stylish Shape dies, and I have another piece of the Designer Series paper. This is a 1.5 by 4 1/4, and I just chopped a little kind of thumb hole out of there because I'm going to make this into a gift card holder because that just seems to be the kind of thing that I need right now is gift card holders. And then my large Stylish Shape, or not large, this is the second largest one. I have taken one of the dies out of this set. It's this one right here. And when I ran it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I put them together, centered them as best that I could. And then I ran them through on a piece of balmy blue cardstock. So this particular die does not cut a snowflake out of your paper. It cuts, it's kind of like those pretty pop-ups that I showed you guys a few weeks ago, how it cuts into the cardstock, but it doesn't cut a shape out. And so I like to poke these little guys through with a take your pick tool, so that when I stick them on the card, they have a little bit of 3D action to them, which is pretty cool. Right, who would guess I'd use Scotch tape, right, Mary? Because I never use Scotch tape. And then I am going to poke through this little guy at the bottom here. There we go. And that one and that one. Okay, so here we have this. And now if you want to add a little bit of more dimension or whatever to this, you can do what I'm going to do. I'm going to color some of these arms, these like snowflake arms. I think that's what you call them. I honestly don't know. But I'm going to color the big ones with my dark balmy blue marker. And so that I don't get marker on the rest of my snowflake, I'm just going to use a piece of scratch paper and tuck it underneath these guys while I am coloring them so that I don't get ink anywhere that I don't want it. Some people are probably very talented and don't need to stick the piece of paper underneath. I'm not one of those very talented people. Or I'm lazy and I don't want to take the time to care that much. And doing it this way, I don't have to care. Because I can just pretty much go crazy and it's not going to transfer anywhere else except onto this paper or onto my little snowflake arm. I think they're called arms. Hello, Tana. I see Tana's joining us. Tana, I actually got to meet Tana. Her and Sherry are sisters. And Tana came to my house here a number of months ago. I think it was back in August or something, wasn't it, Tana? Time goes by so fast, I can't remember. And then I got to meet Sherry at Onstage in Indianapolis. So that's very exciting. I've met you both. Very lovely gals. So I'm glad that you're both on here tonight. Okay. So I've just colored all of those arms just to give a little bit of, it just adds a little something. You know what? I think I'm actually going to push this bigger one through too. This top one. Just because as I was looking at it, I think it's going to look a little bit better. And people always ask, you know, are these going to like get smashed in the mail? A little bit. Yeah, they do. But I think when the person gets them, they can kind of tell that there's still some dimension still on it. So it's okay. All right, so then I'm going to add this to the front of my card like that. But I also cut some other snowflakes. There are other snowflakes in the set, and I didn't know exactly what I wanted to use. So I just went ahead and kind of cut a few because I wanted to add some more interest to the inside of the snowflake. So I ended up deciding to go with this medium white. And I'm just going to set that right in the center there. So I'm going to add a little glue to the center of this snowflake, and then I'm going to plop my white one, and I am purposely placing it in such a fashion that the arms are in the same line with these smaller arms. Okay, so they're not going to like cover up my big ones. My big ones can still be free and they won't cover that up. Now, this other little snowflake I did die cut out of a piece of the designer series paper. I'll show you which pattern. It was this one here. And I do love this pattern. This reminds me of a very nice, warm, fuzzy sweater. So I just cut a little chunk off the bottom corner there because I was going to go with like blue, but it was just so stark. And I just wanted it to be a little bit less stark, I guess. So by using this designer series paper, I was able to get my snowflake on there, but it wasn't so crazy. And then because I chose these particular embellishments, I wanted to use the dark blue ones. I kind of felt they'd get lost on that Pacific Point snowflake. So I think it should look pretty good. I didn't actually do it yet, so I don't know how it's going to look, but I think it's going to look pretty good. I hope. All right, so I need a large one. And these little guys, they're like really sparkly. I guess that's why their name is Sparkle Gems. But they really are sparkly. You guys see the sparkle? They're very faceted, and so they're just really pretty. They catch the light really well, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to add my little snowflake right here, and I'm going to do that, I think, with some dimensionals. Maybe some minis. Kind of go around. I definitely have to put one in the middle there. Thank you, Deborah. She says it's so pretty. I love it when you guys like what I make. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. Whoops, I got that a little bit too high, so it was going to be seen. All right, we should be able to get these off without much trouble. I don't have any nails, but I never have trouble getting those things off. Whoops. All right, so I'm going to put this I'm trying to center it on the card. I'm trying not to let the papers give me a disillusion of where this is supposed to go, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, Okay, so then I have a little sentiment out of the stamp set that says, it's a season of magic and wonder, and I'm going to ink that. Mary, the clearance rack has just been updated, and it's on until the things are gone. And the last chance list is going on, same thing, through the end of the month or until things are gone. Okay, let me stamp that. That's not the best stamp job, but we're going to leave it because if we try to mess around with it, we're going to make it way worse. Okay, so then we're going to go to the inside and we're going to add our little gift card holder piece of paper here. And I found this gift card. This isn't valid. I don't know if you can buy this anymore at Starbucks, but one of my lovely customers, Teresa, always sends me Starbucks cards. She's so awesome. And I used this one, but I thought it was so cute that I like to use it as a prop now, so I just kept it. And yeah. So there you go. My daughter is a big fan of the crumble cookie. And while we were at Costco, they had a, what the heck was it? It was like you could buy $100 worth of crumble cookie gift cards and you'd only pay $80 for them. So they ended up being like 4 $25 gift cards for $80. So she had to buy that because she is a crumble cookie crazy person. And she said she would use them herself. So she let me borrow one. So in this long crumble cookie box, it looks just like the big box you get at Crumble Cookies, are 4 little boxes like this. And then when you open up each box, look how cute that is. It has a cute little crumble cookie gift card. So she let me borrow one because I want to try to make a little wrap for this. So in case you guys have a Costco near you and you have some friends that would enjoy a crumble cookie gift card, you could go there and get some of these and then, you know, we could wrap them up and make them really cute. So that's my plan. Okay. So, and then I told her I'd give it back to her because, you know, she'll need to go to Crumble Cookies and spend her money or spend her gift cards. Okay, so I also have a couple of snowflakes out of the set. And of course, there's a little space for you to write your message here. But I'm going to go ahead and just add a couple snowflakes, just kind of maybe down here at the bottom. Just because these snowflakes are pretty cool. There we go. And so when your friend or whoever, you know, takes their money out or their gift card out, they still have some fun snowflakes there. So how cute is that? Oh my gosh, Lisa says she's never heard of Crumble Cookie before. Oh my gosh, Lisa. They are, it's a chain and they make the most amazing cookies and they change up the varieties every week. So just because you've never heard of it before, go to crumblecookie.com and it's CRUMBL, not like crumble like you would, it should be spelled. It's crumble with no E. Go to crumblecookie.com and scroll through and you can see the different cookies that they have this week. They change them every week. They are, Amy says they're good, but very expensive. It's like you could just buy one and you can eat it for a couple of days. We kind of like would buy a few and then we just keep a fork in the box and then we just kind of nibble at it. That's how we do it. But they are really delicious. Anyway, so here is our fun gift card holder. You can make any card into a gift card holder simply by adding a little piece of cardstock or a little piece of designer series paper and tucking your gift card in, or you could tuck some cash in, you know, whatever. So I hope you guys liked that. I thought that was pretty fun. And let me use up some of that paper because I didn't buy the gnomes. I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy. I just thought the gnomes were ugly. Oh, did I say that out loud? I did. But I have to tell you that the gnomes that are coming in the next catalog are super cute. So I did buy the dies. Anyway, I didn't buy the gnomes, but I have the paper. And so I needed to use, I like the snowflakes on the backs of the paper. So there we go. Okay. Moving on. Let me clean off my stamps. And yeah, and you might have a crumble cookie where you live, Lisa, and you just don't know it. So there you go. Because we don't have one here in Sheridan, but, oh, good, Connie's. Oh, you guys, oh, yay, I'm not the only one who doesn't like the gnomes. Yay. I thought I was the only person in the whole wide world because I keep seeing people using them, and you know, the cards they're making are cute. I mean, they're not making ugly cards. I just don't like them. I don't think the gnomes themselves are that cute, but whatever. I probably shouldn't say that. But we're keeping it real here, and that's how I really feel. So there you go. Okay, so I am putting everything away because I don't want to lose stuff. Okay, moving on. Here we go. All right, so we are now going to make a card using the supplies that are in my class for this month of December, the fresh cut flowers. So here are the fresh cut flowers. This is the stamp set. This is the die set that's on the clearance rack right now for literally $13.20, down from $34 when I bought them. So I have made if you want to buy the class, you can add these items to it if you want to. The link is in the description of the video. And so I did price these at the price that they are, you know, the discounted price. So I think it's $17 with the shipping and tax if you do want the dies added. And I think it was $27 if you need the stamp set added. Okay. Then in your kit, you're going to get some of the Sun Prints paper. Now you're probably thinking Sun Prints with that. What the heck, Barb? Well, let me just show you how amazing it's going to be. Then I'm also going to be using the gray granite ribbon, the shimmer ribbon, because it's so pretty. We're also using the orchid ribbon because orchid and navy, well, this ribbon matches navy really well too. And then I'm using the heart pearls. So that should be fun. Okay, so we have some pieces and parts here for the card. So I've got a card base of gray granite. Joyanne, they should be on the way. I don't know when you're supposed to get it. I haven't gotten mine. I have mine because I went to OnStage, but I haven't gotten the one that Stampin' Up has sent me. So I know they're on the way, but I don't know exactly when everyone's going to get them. So 8.5 by 5.5 gray granite. Then we have a 3 3/4 by 5. Now here is the Sun Prints paper, you guys. It's going to look so much different on this card than you would think by looking at it in the catalog. So the back of it is this pattern here. And then we have a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inch layer of white. And these two are going to go together. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach them together right now. There we go. I guess I haven't checked my mail today, so I guess it could be out there. But yeah, very exciting because I'm looking at the catalog in person. I don't like necessarily looking at it online. I mean, I will if I have to, but I prefer not to. So there you go. Oh, Shella says she got hers in the mail. So they're out. Okay. And then I think I'm going to add this to the card with some dimensionals just because I like the thought of it being popped up a little bit. Okay, and Sandy says she got hers in Marshfield, Wisconsin yesterday. So, okay, they are definitely arriving. That's good to know. Whoops, I don't think I burnished this after I folded it. Welcome. Is it Karen or Corinne? I never know when I see it spelled K-A-R-I-N because I know a gal whose name is spelled K-A-R-I-N and she pronounces it Corinne. So there you go. Okay, so we have that done. Now I have taken the large floral image from the stamp set and I have inked it up in Memento. I've got a piece of fuzz on it. And then I stamped it on white. Okay, so Jean, maybe I'll change your mind. We shall see. Okay, so, and then we're going to color this with our markers here. So I've got the gray granite markers and the Daffodil Delight markers. So I'm not going to color the entire thing. I'll just kind of show you how I go about doing it. I'm going to do one flower and then a few leaves and then you'll know. So I've got the dark daffodil here and then the center of this flower are these kind of little dots. And so I'm just adding some dark daffodil here on these little dots. And then I'm going to add a little bit at the bottom of some of these petals, and then I'm going to kind of blend those out. Okay, and maybe a little bit up here. So I've just added a little bit. Now I'm going to take my light And I like to blend by pulling the other color down, like pulling the dark color down from itself. Does that even make sense? That's why I kind of flipped this upside down so that I could pull this and add my light this way. And I feel like for me anyway, and I'm not a very good colorer, so I mean, don't take my word for any of this, but that's just what works for me. Okay, and then this part I can just go a little bit hog wild with, except for right here. I'm going to pull that dark away from the edge. And then I kind of just swirl it around and hopefully get it blended that way. And here, because I am not a very good person, I don't know how to like add shading, and people talk about, adding the shadows where the light comes. I don't understand any of that. I just color and hope that it looks good. So I would do all three of my flowers that same way. And let's see, and then I've got, is this the dark one? This is the dark one. So I'm going to do some of these leaves in the dark. And then I would do some of them in the light also. And then of course I'm going to do these stems to the flowers in the dark. I see some of you guys saying you're not a huge fan of these. I don't know. I really like them. I think they're really pretty. I really like the dies. The dies have a lot of very interesting pieces. I'll dump those out here in just a second so you can look, excuse me, you can look at what's in there. There's a really cool border piece that I really, really like. Not just for this, but it could be used for lots of different things. All right, and then we've got the light. So I'm going to color some of the other leaves here with the light. And then I will show you my die cut piece that was all colored. And of course, sometimes I do take a little more time to color, and I can't see very well from this angle because when I color stuff, I need to take my glasses off and have it a little bit closer to my face. And I can't do that here because it's just not close enough to my face. Okay, so here is my die cut piece. As you can sort of see, again, my coloring isn't fantastic, but it's good enough for me. And then I also die cut another piece, the exact same thing, so that I could have a little bit of a shadow kind of coming around the side of this thing. Why? I don't know. I just thought it looked kind of cool. So let me dump the dies out for you guys. What did I do with them? Here we go. Okay, so in addition to having the large floral die, there is a die for this little piece too, that little image. And there is also a die. There's a die for all four of these images, first of all. Okay. And then we get some other fun pieces. Oops, it's stuck in here. There we go. So we get this really fun border piece, which I have here. Look how fun that is. That's another reason why I had to have it, because I love that border piece. And that is, then we have this little kind of fun foliage piece. That's this right here. And we're going to use that on the card. We've got this little fun piece. I don't have that die cut, but I think that's going to be kind of fun. And then this is a leaf. We have another little kind of stem thing. We've got a few flowers here. Let me show you. I have those die cut out of fresh freesia. So I've got these two die cut here. We've got this little kind of solid floral grouping, which is really fun. I just feel like I'm just really excited about this. I was so excited that when I saw that the dies were when they were telling us that the Perfect Partners dies were going to be coming back, I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing for my class this month. And yes, I was super excited. I had to wait and kind of make sure they were going to be on the list, but I kind of figured they would be. Okay, so we have that done. We have our little shadow piece here. We have a little foliage piece. I also have a little foliage piece out of vellum. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I thought it might be kind of fun because vellum just kind of adds a little something. I have a piece of black, and I'm going to take this tiny little fun flower image right here, And I'm going to stamp it in Versamark onto this little piece of black here. This piece is a 1.5 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to start by doing like the entire length of it, and then I'm going to come in and do almost to the top, and one more time all the way. So I'm just kind of staggering this with each time I stamp it. Okay, there we go. And I don't think you guys are going to be able to see it, but I will hold it up. I am going to clear, I did clear emboss this. I think you can kind of see a little bit. So I went ahead and used clear embossing powder. And then I heat set that. So this is what I ended up with. Okay. There we go. So fun. So I'm going to add this to the bottom here of the card. I just kind of thought bringing in some black would just really make all of this go together really well. Okay, and here we go, like so. And then I'm going to add this fun little border strip here. Okay, like that. Trying to make sure that it's even. There. Okay, there we go. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my little shadow piece. I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive here and there on it. And then we're just going to just offset it just a little bit. Just enough so that we have a little bit of a shadow, which I think is kind of cool. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to kind of attach this over to the side a little bit, but not before I snip this apart and add some of these pieces. So I've got this little guy, and guess what I'm going to do with it? You know it. I'm going to tape it to the back. So I'm going to bring a tiny little piece of Scotch tape here. Gosh, too big. And there. Ugh, hold on. I got tape in my mouth. That's what happens when you use tape instead of glue. You know what I could do? I could use glue dots. That would probably be a little bit easier, than I wouldn't end up with it stuck in my mouth, which, yuck. Nobody wants that in their mouth. Okay, I'm going to use a glue dot. Okay, and so I'm going to stick that glue dot on there like that. And there's this little opening right here. And so I'm just going to kind of tuck that back there, so that it kind of comes through to the front. There we go. And then finally, our last little piece, let me get that in a glue dot also. And I'm going to put that up here. Got a little problem because I've got a piece of tape stuck on my finger, and then I have this glue dot stuck on my finger. Okay. So I'm going to have that kind of hang out the front like that. Okay, they're so pretty. Okay, pretty happy with this card, you guys. I really love gray and yellow together. There's just, I don't know, there's just something about it. I've always loved it. Okay, there we go. And like I said, a little bit cockeyed on here because I want to put a little sentimental under there. That would probably be fine. Oops, let go of my finger. There. You can tuck some vellum here and there. And Mary's saying that she's intimidated coloring flowers. And you know what, you guys? Don't be intimidated. You can color flowers anything you want. There's nothing that says that a flower can't be yellow and gray. There's nothing that says, you know, here, let me show you something really quick. There's nothing that says an owl can't be petal pink and fresh freesia. This is one of my swap cards. This is a stamp that's going to be one of the freebies for celebration. And while my daughter was here, I had her help me, and she colored all of these. And look at that. There's an owl that's not owl colors, but you know what? You can do whatever you want. Okay. So then we have a little 3 or 1/2 inch strip of white, and I have a little sentiment out of the Go To Greetings stamp set somewhere out here. Oh, here it is. That says thank you, because I'm going to need some thank you cards after Christmas. Well, I'm going to need some thank you cards for the orders that hopefully I'm going to be receiving during this sale. Hint, hint. Just kidding. And oh my gosh, Cynthia, you are so sweet. Cynthia just gave me a little chat tip, and I appreciate that so much. And I just love the little characters that you guys, what does that say? Oh, it says number 1. Those little characters are so funny. Thank you, Cynthia. You're the best. All right, so we have our little sentiment strip here. There we go. And we're just going to add a little glue, and we're going to put our little thank you down here at the bottom. There we go. Oh, you guys are loving my card. Thank you. All right, now we've got some heart pearls. I'm going to use, where's my take your pick tool? I'm going to use, this one seems like it's wanting to come off the sheet, so we're going to try to just get it. And I'm going to just put it right there. That is a really pretty. The finish on this is just really pretty. And we'll put, whoops, one there, and then a tiny one right above it. Okay, there we have that. Our final thing is a little tiny bow that I'm going to add with some glue dots. So yay, hopefully I'm changing some of your minds, you guys, that you don't like this set, because it's just, I just love it. I think it's so pretty. Okay, that's a lot. There's a lot going on here, but man, that's awesome. And none of it was really hard. That's the thing. It's like somebody would look at this and go, oh my gosh, that's just that card. I can't make that. But you guys just saw me make it. Nothing on here was difficult. It was just a matter of, tucking these little pieces behind there. So I didn't really do anything. And then just adding a few embellishments and it's done, except for I have a piece for the inside that I already colored. So yeah. So I hope you guys like that. That is one of the cards that's in my class. So if you do take my class, this is one of the cards that you will make. Actually, you'll make 2 of them. My class to go is 8 cards, 2 each of 4 different designs. And they do come with envelopes. So let me grab one. And you can decorate the envelope any way you want. You can stamp on the front of it just plain, or you can color it in. You can do whatever you want. I find sometimes I'm just going to kind of take the top of this stamp. I'm going to ink up just the top, and I'm just going to kind of stamp it right here in the corner. There we go. So then we have a coordinating envelope. Pretty simple. So yay. So thanks, you guys. I hope you enjoy that. I thought it was really fun. And let me throw some things in my bucket here to get them out of the way. And then we will move on to our third project, which is something that I've had a lot of fun playing with over this last week. I have been making little treats. Like whenever I send out one of my classes to go, I like to put a little something in it, whether it's some little pieces of candy or a decorated pen that I've made or a magnet, just something. I like to put in a little something. And so this month, my little something is going to be these little treats that we're going to make. So let me start off by saying that I went to Walmart and bought this gigantic bag of Ghirardelli chocolate snowman. So we've got the sea salt caramel dark chocolate, milk chocolate, peppermint bark, milk chocolate, and then milk chocolate caramel. Now, they're all delicious. Let me just start by saying I've eaten one of all of them, and they're all delicious. So I got a present, a little gift at on stage from somebody, and she used this little envelope. This is out of the mini envelope pocket dies. Oh my gosh, where are they? Mini pocket envelope. Okay. And so while my daughter was here, I had her cut me a lot of these out of our host paper from this holiday mini catalog. And I have been making these fun little treats. I just folded these up and I stuff a treat in there. And then I wrap it in ribbon and make a little tag. And I've been including these in some packages that I've been sending out. So if you guys get a package from me this month, you will get a little treat in there. So let me just show you first of all how to do it. So you would take Well, let's see, which one don't we have here? Well, I think I've done them all, but we'll just go ahead and do an ornament because the ornaments are fun. So when you cut this out, you do get some score lines. There's a little score line here that you might not be able to see on camera. There's one at the bottom. So we are just going to fold on both of those little score lines. Whoops. Okay. And burnish that. And then there's a little score line right here to fold it over onto itself. And so when you fold it over onto itself, you just want to line it up from at the side and the bottom and make sure it's nicely lined up. And then I just take a bit of liquid glue. Let me throw that. Oh my gosh, I got another tip, you guys, from Loretta. Oh, Loretta, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are so sweet when you tip me. And I'm just going to add a tiny bit of liquid glue so you probably can't even see it. The bead that I am squishing out of here is so tiny because I don't want it to squish out all over the place, okay? So then I'm just going to fold that closed. And then what I've been doing is just taking one of our punches and just setting it on top for a minute or two, just to let that dry. So, like I do, I have one already done that's already been squashed by a punch. And so here are a few different things that you can put into these packages. You can put in these little Ghirardelli chocolate snowmen that I just showed you. You can put in 3 Andes mints. You'd put them in like this. Okay, so you'd line them up, just tuck them in there. Or these little Ghirardelli squares also fit. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a crazy thing. Trish, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate that. Oh, that is so funny. Her little thumbs up guy. I think is it an avocado or is it a pear? I don't know what that is. I think it's a pear because it has the little stem and the leaf. I could be wrong. So far, these are the items that I have, the candies that I have found that will fit. I also believe that you can put a gift card in there. Ooh, you can, but you can't close it. Okay. Or maybe you can. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that. Should that go all the way down in there? Pretty close to all the way down in there. I guess you can. You would just not, it wouldn't fold over flush with the top, but you could fold it over and it would fit. You could put money in here, obviously. If you had a little like Ziploc baggie and you were wanting to give somebody some jewelry, a thin bracelet or necklace, that would also fit in here. So anyway, these are the things that I have found that will fit, that I happen to have in my stash. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of these little peppermint bark goodies, and I'm just going to plop him in there. And then, oh, whoops, you know what? First, I'm going to fold this over before I stick him in there because he's kind of fat. They do give him a little bit of a belly. And so he's a little bit on the chunky side, but he's adorable. Okay, so we have that. Easy peasy. So then you just need to wrap it with some ribbon. Here are a couple of choices. These are some ribbons that are on sale right now. This iridescent trim is fun. I didn't really ever use this on a card. It just feels weird to me to use on a card, but it looks really cute on a package. And so it's 30% off at $5.60. Or this beautiful gold shimmer ribbon, $3.20, you guys. Such a good deal. All right, so I am going to wrap this around and tie it in a little knot because I didn't want these things to turn out to be too much work. I mean, that sounds awful, but I'm planning on making quite a few of them because I'm planning on sending out, a number of packages this month. And so I didn't want these to take, half an hour per. So I just needed something that was pretty quick that I could just easily, quickly put together and then give out. All right, so we've got this trimmed off. Okay. So then what I found was the Penguin Play stamp set has this adorable little Christmas tree and then a little Season's Greetings stamp, which is so cute. And so I'm going to use that. Let's see, I had a scrap here somewhere and now I can't find it. So we're just going to get a new one. So I've got the Season's Greetings and I've got the little tree. So I'm going to do the Season's Greetings in real red. And then I'm going to do the tree in some Granny Apple Green. Okay. So, and of course, I'm only doing one of these right now, but if when I actually get in the mood or the mode to crank these things out, I will be stamping a whole bunch at a time and, punching a whole bunch at a time and all that kind of stuff. So I am purposely stamping my sentiment off to the right hand side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my little tree in and my Granny Apple Green ink, and I'm going to stamp my little tree over here on the side. Okay. Like that. And then I'm just going to take a single dimensional right in the middle. And then I am just going to raise up my knot just a skosh. And then I'm just going to do that. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Judy. Judy says this is so cute. It really is. And it's so simple. And it doesn't really take any time at all. And then if you want to, add some embellishments, you could add a gem if you wanted to, but you don't have to. I think it's super cute just the way it is. So let me show you some other ones that I've made. Oh my gosh, Barbara, you are so sweet. You guys are just hammering me with tips tonight. Thank you so much, you guys. You're so nice. Okay, so most of these use that celebration something or other host paper. So here's one with the stripes, and I use that gorgeous gold ribbon that's $3. Exact same tag. Look how perfect that looks on there also. This is the ornament paper, and on this one, I did go a little bit overboard, and I added one of these wonderful snowflakes that we have in the catalog. They're $2.40, you guys, and there are 24 of them in a package. That's 10 cents a piece. That's crazy. So I threw one of those behind, and then I added my little tag. Now, this little tiny ornament comes out of the, where is it? This trimming the tree stamp set. This has these cute little ornaments. So I did do a few little ornaments on that one. Now this paper is black and white when you get it. So I just had my daughter color the trees green and then the little stars yellow. And I used that same kind of iridescent trim. But this time I did the sentiment to the left and the tree to the right. This one is the one that we just got done making. Super cute. And then here is a bit of a fancy one that I made with this paper that is also on the list. And it is called the Festive Foils. There's 3 colors in here. There is the soft succulent, this gorgeous green, then the cherry cobbler, and then the kind of gold crushed curry. And this stuff is also on sale. If I remember right, where's my list? And I can tell you how much it is because I forgot to mark it on there. What did I do with my list? Oh, here it is. Okay, the Festive Foils paper is $4. It's 60% off. So this gorgeous 12 by 12 paper is $4. And then we, of course, have the 1/2-inch soft succulent ribbon that I wrapped it around. Used the exact same stamps and then just stamped them instead of on white. I stamped them on soft succulent. So those are the ones that I whipped up this afternoon for you guys to kind of show you. I did have one more little treat that I wanted to share with you. It's something else that's a packaging idea. We do also sell these really cute star treat bags. They would be really cute to just like put out on your mantle because they have the holes in them. See, you can see my finger in there. You could put a tea light in this and then just line them on your mantle and they would just glow. They would be so pretty. And they're only $4 and you get 10 bags. So they're 40 cents a piece. Or you can do what I did, and I took a piece of gold glimmer paper. Now, we don't sell this anymore. It's sold out, but we do also sell the gold and rose gold metallic that you could substitute. And I just tucked a piece of the paper in there. I added some glue to the corners of the paper and shoved it in there. Added a tiny little tag, a little bit of ribbon, and look at how cute that is for a little packaging idea, you guys. And so cheap at 40 cents. Are you kidding me right now? But I thought this idea was really cool that you could just like have these around your house. And if you put a tea light in there, it would light up and look really neat. So those are my projects for you guys this evening. We've got some fun little treats. And again, if you order something from me, where I have to send you a kit or, a thank you present of some sort, you'll get one of these in your package. And let's see, what else did we make today? We made this fun snowflake card. So fun. Actually, snowflake gift card holder, I should say. So that was a lot of fun. And then our other card was for my class of the month, and it uses the fresh cut flowers for that. So I hope you guys had a fun time with me tonight. I had a fantastic time with you guys. It's always fun coming on Thursday nights. I love it. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I will be back here next week with some more great projects. At least I hope they're great. We'll see. But in the meantime, I hope you guys get all of your Christmas shopping done if you need to, your baking. If you haven't gotten your tree or decorations up, I hope you find some time to do that. We always go up the mountain and cut our own Christmas tree. Normally it's a family affair, but my kids were not available this year, so it was just me and my husband, and we went up and we found a really nice tree, and we put that up here a couple days ago. So I've got that done. So I'll be back here next Thursday, you guys. And until then, happy stamping, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.